Oh, my fault. My fault. I forgot to do this. All right, we're good now. Anyways, what is up, y'all? I hope y'all are having a good Friday. Part of me was like, I wonder if I don't need to do paper head-on story. Maybe like I'll do it Monday. And another part of me was like, you know what? Let me at least like check per character story, and it ended in like 2 days. So I was like, oh. Thankfully, oh shit. Okay, we also gonna do Showdown in Chinatown. We'll do that. Monday? Sunday? But so cause like he has 5 days, so I'm like, okay, we could do his Monday. We could for sure do his Monday. And with spring, I'm like, okay, we have to wait until like, we gotta do it now. We can't wait. We can't wait any longer. I know we joked about like 100 subs and I'll do like a cover. I feel like if I had to choose, I feel like if there was a song for me to choose, it would have to be either TTN song or Mango Tango, because like those are like the two songs that are probably most likely associated with me the most. Like, I can't think of any other song that would like I would associate myself with. Oh, okay, at the very least, songs with lyrics. Because the third one will probably be Mill with B Battle Theme, but that doesn't have any lyrics. So I feel like it has to be those two. If that were to happen. Anyways, let me. Okay. So, we are going to be doing Paper Head-On's character story, and then I gotta figure out what to do for Showdown in Chinatown. I might do it during the weekend, because I don't know when else to do it. Because I 2 days and 8 hours to do it. So it's like, okay, I gotta figure out a way to do it, to do this. Because, spoiler alert, I have not been on Reverse since 10 days. Oops! That's why, yeah. And that's the max, by the way. My fault. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no. Both of these are 5 days. Okay. We'll do hers today. We'll do generic Wuxia guy Monday. And then maybe during the weekend, we might do Showdown in Chinatown. Maybe. Just fucking 2 days? Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to cram this in somewhere. Do you even remember how to play Reverse? Reverse is very easy for me to remember how to play. The problem is Monuments. Monuments is the one I'm like, shit. It's only 8 stages, but the thing is that these character stories are like fucking long. So it's like, yeah, it's 8 stages, but that's like what, 2-3 hours? The morning began with soothing silence, punctuated only by a soft, cool breeze. And soon after, the first rays of sunlight broke through in full, announcing the first gaps of spring. A young Taurus rests atop a leafy tree, further by the spring breeze and shaded by the leaves, slowly drifting towards sleep. Faint voices from below rouse her. You dare to interrupt my slumber! He leans in to listen carefully.
Master.
Finch? Atticus? Though drowsy from her rest, she leans closer still, trying to make out what the voices are saying. Voices? Randy Odin? Only to lose her balance and fall into endless darkness. The sky above is a dull pale gray. The first lunar month has just ended, and despite the melting of the ice and snow, the air feels colder than it should. The innkeeper slowly paces about the courtyard with her hands behind her back before deciding to rest in an empty chair. I don't know where I got country yard from. Freezing! Why hasn't that boy thrown more wood in the fire? Who is that loud anyway? Did anyone teach you that there are rules out here? Rule number 1, we don't talk about Fight Club. I don't care about your rules, I follow my own principles. Too much to ask for a single day where no one drops their weapon in my inn. Then keeper sighs and steps away from her barely warm chair, moving deftly around the corridor to hide herself. Madam? I was wondering where you're gone off to. Putting your walk, no doubt. I love how she's just like ignoring the fucking fighting. It's hardly my fault. Besides, it's not as though we have any real customers today. Shh. Quiet, I might hear you. Alright. I'll just take a quick look to see what's happening. Oh my, that man has a knife in his hand. The guy he's facing actually looks calm. Relax, even. Wait. Peculiar mule of hers seems familiar. I love how her mule is like immortal too. I think that's really funny. The innkeeper pulls a curious waiter back down and glares at him. What are you doing? Trying to get the both of us killed? Please don't break my elm tables and chairs. I only bought them this winter. I might saw firefight just over clothing for the night. I saw him yawn because of a forgotten corner. Closing time already? The young Taoist in red lifts her head from her arms. A crease from her sleeve has left a faint mark on her cheek. Heron, this is some good fucking... Basically, she was just sleeping. She stands up and pushes off her clothes, but looks reluctant to leave.
But...
I haven't finished my mung bean cakes. Forget about the cakes. You better find somewhere to hide. Going to be a fight. I wonder if this is... Should I get out of hand to prevent the bystander to bake it hurt? That's the last thing I need on my conscience. I wonder if this is after she became immortal. I want to say yes. A fight? Where? I don't see any... Oh. Oh, at the very least, got like a super long life. What are you... Why are you sitting back down?
Don't worry.
There's nothing to worry about. That girl knows her limits. You be careful. What about the angry-looking man? The man? Oh, he's starting to lose. So sleepy. It'll take a while. Break me when you close. What? There's no time for a nap. That was give the carriage a wave of her hand, her head already resting on the table once more. You know, I need to see if I still have my notes on my Asian philosophy class. Because I remember we did some stuff on the Taoist. The Taoist sleeps soundly. On Taoism, tensions want to hide near the gate. When they don't aspire to be a hero, a Dao should never use their skills to cheat people. Who spoke any words of heroes? Well, some irritating little bug lecture me? Come on, let's see what you're made of. If no one's trying to know right from wrong, there's a wrong I cannot walk away from. Big talk, little bug. Let's go. The man pushed back a step into the courtyard, nearly toppled before steadying himself. Bug's waiting. Come on. From his hiding spot, the waiter slaps a nearby wall in realization. Remember her, she was involved in that trouble at the pawn shop last month. Apparently, the pawnbroker Wong was pressuring a customer to sell the family heirloom. The girl happened to pass by, so she intervened to try and reason with them. And exchanging only a few words, it escalated into a full-blown fight. Oh, that girl! She showed just for the Do Show Festival, if I'm not mistaken. I heard she was looking for the, what was it again? D-flows? When she found it or not, she's suddenly causing a world of trouble. Neither pawnbroker Wong tells men to leave, not the head of the escort Mr. Zhao could stand against her. This girl is on demon time, my lord. The waiter counts out the name from his finger, or the innkeeper shakes her head disapprovingly. She's like, she only bought more than she can chew this time. She's like, she like wakes up and just like, I wonder who I'm gonna fight today. They're coming this way. Come on, let's get out of here. You're there. Are you coming? Do you think people hit on Hong's shoes, or do you think she me's? The Sipping Dao is only shifts place in response, clearly more interested in staying where she is. As the fight draws closer, the innkeeper lets her weary sigh, grabs the bubbling waiter by the collar, and rushes into the kitchen. You got a few tricks up your sleeve after all. Not bad. You return the money you've swindled and swear to clean up your act, I'll let you go. And what makes you think I'll stay true to my word? Why does she look familiar? I don't know why she does. The money is long gone, and I wouldn't be so confident if I were you. The glance at napping Dao is a man nearest to a malicious grin. He flicks his wrist, sending his knife flying towards her. Watch out! Gritting her teeth, she pivots and throws her long sword, sending it flying through the air, knocking the knife aside. She breathes a sigh of relief. You think she honks shoes? The long sword clatters to the ground, the sound almost lost in the man's bellowing laughter. Another near, he draws a second blade and brings it down a heavy slash.
I don't think that's for the best.
The blade stops in mid-descent, it edged part between a pair of fingers. Right cheek coats the Dao with his fingertips, she turns and smiles at the stunned girl. Apologies for interrupting, I'm sure you can handle him yourself. But I just hate it when people don't play fair.
My cake!
Not the cake! She simply brings her index and middle fingers together, tracing a sigil in the air. The blade knocked cake sails back onto the table. That was close. Alice. The man looks her over and notices the white jade sword at her side. So, you had a powerful master waiting for me, did you? Powerful master? Who? Where? Can I fight him? You're nothing but a fraud. Big little bug. There's the scammer. I know nothing of her. I really only came for the cakes. Double showed up, so I stepped in. Nothing more, nothing less.
But
Now that you stopped, perhaps you can talk to us out like reasonable people. Manages out with another strike, ominously cutting through the air above the tower's heads. Non-talker, I see.
贯气民宿，沉动开威。
The flow of chi, the mind opens wide. What do you think she does? The part of me thinks she me's, but I think her functioning is funnier. Paste the line. Her Heron needs to control the flow of chi to transform the people and complete the people cutting. Drag from here and control the flow of chi along the line. Oh, there. Okay. This is much. This would be so much easier on phone. Cause you just use your fingers, but it's like fuck. Gotta do it with a mouse. This feels like I'm in kindergarten again. And it's like, oh, you're not coloring between the lines. Good enough. What do you mean that wasn't good enough? Judge. Mods. Oh, I'm definitely not gonna get it here. I got too impatient and just said fuck it. It worked? Okay. It's the hardest thing in the game so far. I think I know where I'm like getting it wrong too. It's always like at this wing part. Like here, it's always here. Tap here and use G to cut out the details. I gotta. Oh, never mind. I was about to say I gotta do this too. Okay, that's way easier. Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! A red paper swallow blows to the air, spins twice, and comes to earth on top of the man's knife. That's all you got. The people swallow Cheetos on the spot.
oh, my mistake.
Haven't done this for a while. Now.
What's wrong?
The man only stares dumbfounded as the swallow snatches the knife by the hilt and flies off with it towards the gate. My knife! You do. Fine, you and your master win this round, little bug. Don't let me see you in Toontown again.
Not to worry.
What a coincidence. I was planning on moving on anyways. He's gone. Wonder if he heard me. That was his back with a yawn and then a lazy shake of her head, her eyes turning to the girl's mule. Your mule. How'd you like to tie it up? Oh, right. Gathering herself, the girl efficiently passes the mule's ear and ties it to a pillar. Ah, rather hairy. Thank you for dealing with that brute. My name is Pip, by the way. My rescuer would be so kind as to give me hers.
Think nothing of it.
Hey, you're welcome, Pip. They call me Paper Heron. Lady Paper Heron. Oh, she knows her. But just Heron would do. Alright, Heron. Oh, okay, okay. She doesn't. I thought I was gonna be like, oh, I know that name. Please allow me to repay you with a meal. Nothing need for that. There's not many cakes to walk through. It would be remiss of me not to drop that white this instant. A sheet of snow slides down from the inn's eaves. People head on turns her gaze towards Pip's outburst. The mule somehow freed, eyes roll slowly, then with a deft click of his tongue, it swipes the last cake. She's never gonna eat the cake, isn't she? Your mule just... I swear to you, I didn't tell him to do that. Right, not to worry. So you said something about buying me a meal. She's lucky it's Paper Head on and not like Goku. To be continued. She's lucky it's not me. I would have fought that meal for that cake. Oh right, survey stage. I forgot about that. The mountain in her memory. White Horse School.
Heron. Heron.
Finch.
What you would do back tomorrow? Oh, actually, hold on. Let me check something real quick. Give me 1 second. I need to send a message to somebody real quick. Alright. Then just send me a tweet of an upset that happened at MomoCon. A minor upset. It might have been MomoCon because like 2 tournaments happening at the same time. It's like Comic Palooza and MomoCon. I don't know where this happened from, but in the losers round, I mean in the losers pool, Fort Master 42, seed 59, beat Senji 3-2, who was seed 27, out at 65th, upset factor of 2. Is it possible to even recover from this? I think if I lost to somebody named Fort Master, I will probably just hang it up. I would like to be holding the mule's head back if it was Goku. What do you do to yourself? What did he do with yourself while I was away?
Well,
Finch. What they're here to do is to recite text morning and evening over and over. Master sighing in the courtyard has nothing to do with you? Not my fault. You asked me a question, and I answered honestly. Perfect little resigned, knowing sigh. Answered honestly. What might that answer have been exactly? Yesterday, before the morning class, Master went into his long lecture as always, then asked each of us about our plans for the future. Brother Leong? Aspirations are the same as always, dream of mastering the art of the blade. Wants to carry the White Horse School's name far and wide.
well,
You can guess what Master said to that. Our school sword is not a tool for violence.
what do you think, eh?
Not a bad impression, eh? Well, you will know how to do it. You're the one who puts that look on his face most often. Then Brother Son stepped forward and said, all who practice Taoism ought not to disrupt the natural flow of things, but rather tend to their own minds. The very idea passed down from ancestor Lu. You know the words. When one's mind is tranquil and free from distracting thoughts, all things between heaven and earth will become one with it. Master got so angry that he did that thing where he paced back and forth with his hand clasped behind his back. Oh, what am I to do with you all?
Finch.
That's exactly what Master said. Are you secretly Master? People Heron clears her throat and puts her hands behind her back. Your honesty is commendable, however, you have chosen narrow paths, one lacking true vision or growth. Paul Finch, your senior sister, however, possesses a more expansive vision. You would do well to look to her as your role model. I was so happy for you hearing such praise that he caught me off guard when he suddenly asked me to share my own desires. You told him you want to go down the mountain and sell mung bean cakes, didn't you?
Hmm?
Yes, Wait, how do you know that? Was that Leon greeting me with the news before I even stepped through the gate? On the Heron son senior finally smiles. If I recall, it was Taustu last time. I returned to mung bean cakes. Well, Taustu are much too tricky to make. I'll never get the quest crisp enough. Mung bean cakes are far easier.
Heron,
Really, you thought this true? Of course I have. Spiritual development demands our full focus, then I say daily life does too. Magic teaches us that way isn't everything. What Leon seeks it in the sword, what the sun is the mind. And for me, I look forward to my cakes. Perhaps we'll each find our way. No wonder Master's upset. One fights, one studies, and one dreams of running a cake shop. The White Horse School has soldiers, scholars, and even wanderers, yet none will answer its true calling. None will take up the duty of subduing Lanzhu. Not true. We still have you. Me?
That's right.
We all know Master favors you. You're the one who's been seeing to the school's affairs. It's only right that you inherit his legacy. How could I ever recover from the everything lost in my pride? Me?
I don't think so.
I lost to someone named Fort Master 49, Paper Heron. Keeping Lanzhu subdued is our show, dude. Did you all accept our hesitation, but when they come, fuck. She shakes her head and smiles, her shoulders drop. She's like, don't you finish your thought? I lost to someone named Fort Master Paper Heron. I can never recover from this. So I brought some fresh towels from town. I'm not certain they'll be to your liking, but maybe, just maybe, if I eat enough, I can just forget about that loss. Paper Heron's hand starts out, retrieving a tattoo with massive precision. He takes a bite and her expression melts with satisfaction. There's a burp. This is a taste. Why do mine never taste like this? Well, just to confirm things. For me, the way does not lie in Topsu. It's only in mung bean cakes that I try to discover my path. Perhaps wait until you try some tomorrow before they plan your life's new mission.
Finch.
Mao, what's so important about... Wait, do you plan to take me down the mountain? Not for fun. You got some business to attend to down there.
In the future.
Only if you promise me one thing. If Martha asks you what you desire, please stop telling you want to sell paper cuttings or snacks. What if it's what I truly want to do? I shall tell only you. But what if that's like what I really want to do though? He has high hopes for you. Awesome to hear you say it. A liter of hot oil splatters over the tofu, releasing the sharp aroma of spring onions and chili that hits the customers immediately. It's tofu. Is this supposed to have this white fuzz? Don't worry, miss. This is a Wanzhou specialty, hairy tofu. You won't find it anywhere else. Wow, it's just incredible. Heron, you must try some. It's alright, not too different from the tofu I've had before. Don't like it? Let's get you something else. Oh, wow, she can't taste shit.
That's all right.
Don't you fret, I'm just being picky. I forgot that she can't taste shit. No, I promised you a good meal, so a good meal you'll get. Excuse me, may I have...
But
You want more? You already ordered 8 dishes.
all right.
You look at that. Pip glances at the full table and hesitates.
Heron,
You know these dishes which you liking, Heron. Will you still help me? My belly's full, so yes, Paper Heron can help but laugh. Been generous to me despite my picky habits. It would be wrong of me to not to. Mentioned something about Lanju, correct?
I think
The both Dao is the Mountain story, the one about the Wanzhou immortal who seals the beast away.
Well,
Yes, I know it. You want my help dealing with this beast, eh? That won't be an easy task. Pip has thought about her directness. Of course not. We don't have that kind of strength. What I wanted to ask was, are you familiar with chi stagnation?
about that.
Manner of speaking, yes. So I'm not certain we're thinking of the same thing. I've only heard my elders mention it, so please correct me if I'm wrong.
That's all right.
Go ahead, tell me what they said. The beast was subdued, but its influence on Wanzhou remains, causing some place to suffer from a stagnation in the flow of qi. I was told the danger varies, sometimes a little more than a tremor, sometimes it causes mountains to crumble or rivers to change their course. But no matter the scale, it cannot be ignored. Left to fester, even minor stagnation can spiral into a catastrophe.
Indeed.
Sounds about right to me, though few possess this knowledge. Those touched by the Immortal's powers are rare. The Immortal? Oh, you mean the Taoist who once subdued Lanju?
yes, that's right.
Yes, about 200 years ago, one of my ancestors passed through Ju County and was fortunate enough to receive guidance from that very same Immortal. Of course, we don't come close to their level of skill, but we can start to discern a thing or two through the flow of Qi.
200 years.
Has it really been that long? They say for an Immortal, a century is but a moment. Anyway, while I was passing through, I noticed signs of stagnant Qi flow nearby. Something tell me it could be serious. Will you help me investigate them? I swear, if you help me, I will come to your aid whenever you need it. I don't know about being of much use to someone like you, but I'll do whatever I can.
Sure.
Alright,
You mean to say
you agreed? Just like that? Really? Oh, easier than I thought. Paper Heron jumps her fingers on the table.
That's right.
You know what they say. Destiny brings people together. Besides, I gotta get the one back on Fort Master 49. It seems in our own ways we are bound to that Immortal. A rarer touch of destiny than most encounter in their lives, wouldn't you say? To be continued. Chat, I'll be right back. Just gonna get some water real quick. Fuck! This is what I'm gonna have to come back to. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Give me 1 second real quick. Alright. Sorry, I just hate pinks. Well, like seeing pinks on my Discord and not, and just I'm just like, oh, I gotta get rid of it. It annoys me seeing it, like seeing it. Oh, oops. I fucked up. I was like, I wonder why it's not moving, because I am moving it, but I think I was moving it at such a slow pace that the game just wasn't registering it. Fuck this minigame. Out of all the minigames that I've played so far, this is probably the one I hate the most. But that's probably because I'm on like computer. If I was doing this on mobile, I feel like this would be like 1,000 times easier. I actually have no idea whether or not it's gonna count this. Really, because like over, where is it? Here I fucked it up, and like over here I kind of fucked up, and here. It might be checking for like number, like if I'm like, I don't know, 90% accurate. If like I fuck it, good enough. I'm also surprised they oh fuck yeah, but I definitely fucked up here. I'm also surprised they don't have like a reset button. Yeah, good enough for me. I'll take it. Oh, neat. Outward bound. A cool evening spring breeze carries the scent of magnolia and the soft, damp breath of the river. As night falls, the bustling market streets winds down, and a vendor carrying 2 baskets of unsold magnolia flowers suddenly walks towards its end. Paper Heron leans on the windowsill, watching. She doesn't blink until the vendor disappears into the distant shadows. What's on your mind? I was thinking, every time I come down the mountain, there's so much that feels new. Like that play, Receiving Longevity. My first time seeing a floating stage on the water. They were so far away, I could hardly see the person wielding the sword. Must have been amazing. The cheers swirled like ocean waves. And the lanterns on the boats. They lit up the whole river.
Yes.
We come just in time for the Door Show Festival. My first time seeing it all too. They weave such beautiful lanterns. The bamboo splits they use are shaped so thin and woven together as finely as thread. And when they move, it's like watching cops swimming in a lotus pond. Lilian bought one once. Do you remember? You're right. He did, but I like these lanterns more. Though I'm not so sure about all the new food. Tofu with white fuzz, fish with strange flavors. Not to say they're bad, but... In the Magnolia cellar just now, we also saw one at the city gate this morning. Magnolia flowers. Yes, you can take some back if you like.
Well,
I would like some, but I'm worried they'll wilt before we make it back up the mountain. Better that someone else buys the... It's better that someone else buys them. They'll last longer that way. Here you are, your tea. After talking, a waiter arrives with our tea and 2 plates of delicate pastries. These pastries are a delicacy from the Ru region. I hope you enjoy them. Yeah, pastries from Ru?
Yes.
Indeed, we are the only establishment in all of Guangzhou that sells them. That ferry out there? Delectable as they are, these pastries don't keep for long. They're best fresh from the boat. Were to be sent to the next town, they'll lose their flavor before they even arrive. Guangzhou is all mountains, which makes travel difficult, but there is a ferry just east of our Chun town. Thanks to that, we can use horses and boats to deliver these pastries here while they're still fresh. Wu style pastries are the finest, though they tend to be very sweet. Do hope they're to your liking.
much appreciated.
Thank you, now I have to try them. He picks up the nearest one and examines it carefully. Master says I'm from Wu too, so what's so
very sweet.
Bleh! Wait, it's filled with red bean paste. I did warn you. For your act, no, there are no refunds. Well, poor Finch shakes her head with a smile and puts a cup of clear tea towards paper Heron. Got her ass. Drink this, it will cut the sweetness. With the spring's tea leaves not yet ready, the excitement so serves last year's tea. Leaves are aged, but the brew is light and clear. This mung bean cake tastes nothing like the ones our brothers bought. By my eyes, it seems they've used sticky rice and sesame oil. I wonder how they mix it all together. If I were to sell them, I wouldn't use that walk sugar bean paste. I'll go with something lighter. Now, what's better? Maybe salt and pepper? Uh-oh. Heron, you're good?
Finch.
Are you still listening? Oh, was that Finch? Okay, that actually might have been Finch. Shit. The wind picks up, bells chime gently on the building's eaves, and a pair of resting birds fly away, startled.
Heron,
Is it truly your desire to go down the mountain and sell cakes? Of course, but I can't just leave. Just like our brothers, they don't really want to stay on the mountain either, do they? All along, I've watched him practice with his sword. He's amazing! He wields his blade like the heroes in the story, the ones whose swords can cut water.
but
Our techniques focus on regulating chi, concentration, and visualization. Longevity sword cares little for physical sharpness.
That's right.
True. True! And Mother's son lives only for poetry and song. When I first came, he'll have his nose in a book of verses all day. All that knowledge and he still couldn't remember the Grandmaster's full title. Convincing him to read Taoist text for decades would be a real challenge. You all been so kind to me. Stay with me. How could I probably leave you behind? I can't even. Do you have any idea how many dreams of joining the White Horse School to learn the method of longevity? And yet the three of you act as though it's nothing.
But what's the difference?
What's the difference between selling cakes and studying the method? Here you go again. You let out a long, weary sigh. Of course there's a difference. Okay. I was like, there's no way that's it. There has to be more. Have melted snow leaves the ground slick with mud. At times like these, few are willing to break the streets, save for a couple of tired-looking market stall vendors leaning against the wall side.
I think that.
You know, I reckon we should head to the big fair in Jewel County next year. What's the point of staying in Chinatown? I'll think about it. What is there to think about? Look around, the town's empty. The only way to make money here is by depending on the travelers or getting into some shady business. And the second is not an option for us.
I see.
I know, but my family has been in Chinatown for generations. Leaving isn't as easy as all that. Not like it's any different for me. But you know what they say, a transmitted tree dies, but a relocated person thrives. Suddenly the sound of hooves cuts through the conversation. Oh, is it? What's her face?
May I ask?
Oh, never mind. Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the Eastport? Eastport? You tell from your accent that you're not a local. If you're going to the Jew County Fair, then the port is the wrong direction. That's quite alright. I'm not heading to Jew County. You might asking, but why are you going there alone? That place is all but deserted.
Not to worry.
Oh, I'm not traveling alone. Have a friend with me. You forgot the way, see? So I thought I'd come back to ask for directions. Here's my friend here, miss. What you do or what you travel with none of our business. Yeah, well just tell me the directions. Here's the python ahead, go past it, head straight east, cross the woods to the river, then follow it downstream.
Much appreciated.
Thank you kindly. He bows and turns to leave but stops short, remembering something. One more thing, does the Eastport have a ferry?
Yes.
It did once upon a time, but been empty for a long while.
I see.
Not as much. I believe I traveled on one there before. You must be joking. Even in my grandfather's time, the ferries were deserted. Right, immortal. When could you have possibly traveled on one? It was like 500 years ago. To be continued. Old tricks. Chinatown. The melting snow now lies thick, soaking last year's fallen leaves and branches. Pip locks her head through the mud, pulling her mule behind her. Thought the path would be easier once it warmed up. You can take a breath here if you like. Heron takes the mule by the reins and ties it to a dead tree beside the path.
Why is that?
Is there a reason you don't ride your mule? Hearing the question, the mule looks up at the Taoist and drops his head and continues his search for seeds under the leaves. Pity isn't mine. The tree stagnation was seeking stems from somewhere near an old man's house near the Eastport. I wasn't able to fully explain what tree stagnation is to him, though he understood I wanted to help and insisted on giving me this mule. But until I finish what I came here to do, I can't accept his reward. Pip affectionately pats the mule's back. Oh wait, that is the mule she has, so it was originally Pip's. People Heron gives another approval and gives them your silver pass of her own. You're right, it's the proper way to do things. You said you've been to the East Port before. When was that? Maybe like
I don't remember.
400 years ago? Don't recall exactly, but I know it was very many years ago.
But
Don't appear to be much older than I am.
Well,
My skincare technique is the best in the world. I haven't even seen from my youth, or that part of my moonlight, I saw ash in my face each night, or joy gets virtue brew tonic made with the purest water. Which one is it? What's your secret? Subscribe to my Patreon, and I'll tell you. None. You're so gullible, I can't help but wonder how your family allows you to travel alone. I, don't have a family.
Heron,
Hang out with enough time to move. You can reach town before dark. He looks around, her gaze darting between unfamiliar landmarks.
but
I think I'm lost again. Through the woods to the east, right? Which way is east?
Heron,
Is east to our left or right? An hour passes. Eventually. Gotta ban this spot real quick. We're back where we started. Hey, I didn't know the way either. Oh, east? I thought you meant west. I always follow my senior. Then had
well
the.
now,
Oh, fuck
what
it.
to do?
If we're looking for cheese stagnation, perhaps I can come up with a different solution to help guide us.
通幽动微，墨韵虚无。
Down the power of the way. Wow, gonna have to do meeting him again, don't I? People Heron opens her palm and blows. Her breath gently lifting a paper swallow to the breeze. It wobbles in the air for a moment before tilting its head back. A little trace of chi on it. Long but not too far, it should be able to guide us to the stagnant chi. My only hope is that we haven't wandered too far.
But
The swallow circles paper head on twice and lands on her hair and begins pecking at its wing. Never flown that fast before. Pip, do you see which way it went? It seems to be on your head.
Huh?
On my head? She pauses and retrieves the paper swallow from her hair. Cupping it in her palm, she brings it up to her eye level. The swallow remains still, all previous signs of life absent. After a moment, Paperhead unsighs. I'm the maniac!
Now.
I understand it's no fault of yours, but we need you to find something else. Referring to the swallow in words Pip cannot understand, she swiftly sketches signs in the air with her index finger before clapping softly. Go! The swallow scans its surroundings, then flaps its wings and drifts towards the brush on the white.
What do you think, eh?
There! Not a bad trick, eh? I was gonna say, like, head on. I think you need to work on the technique a little bit more. But no. She got it. Second try. This technique of yours is similar to what you did to that Boots knife back at the end.
That's right.
Good eye. Little trick I picked up. Can teach you if you like. Let Pip breathe. God damn. Didn't even think of it. We were so busy finding the ways there that I failed to ask. How were you finding that man in the first place? He's a fraud, one that almost fooled me too. He had set up a fortune teller stall by the bridge. He claimed the land was a curse, blaming it for the town's decline, then offered opportunities and misfortunes in exchange for offerings. At first I thought for certain he'll know more about chi stagnation, so I wanted to ask for his advice. After observing him for 2 days, I realized he was a fraud. And enough skills to convince the villagers, sending dead leaves spinning in the air, making pebbles float, that sort of thing. When I confronted him, we had hardly spoken a few words before he'd drawn his blade.
I see.
Before you fought, did it ever occur to you that you might lose?
I think...
I wasn't about to stand back and let Miss Fernando support people out of the money. Besides, you can only be sure of victory if you fight. And what's your plan if you didn't win? I die. Then I die. I figured someone like you would step in and put things to rights. Oh, that too. But there wasn't anyone. My mule could kick his ass. People Heron moves a dead ran out of Pit's path. Thank you. If I failed, I have retreated. There'll be no shame in losing, and when I'm older and stronger, I'll return and win. When I'm around your age, I doubt I'll lose to anyone. Around your age? Pip, how old do you think I am? That's a lot further away than you might think.
But...
I'm just saying, your strategy of retreating when you can't win is truly a Taoist act. Follows the heart and accept the natural way of things. Pip walks a few steps ahead in silence, eventually speaking with her back still to Paper Heron.
Heron.
That frog spoke lies, but it was about the town failing? Those seem true. The old man who gave me this move said Chuntown was once a bustling place. Now it's only lively during the big fair in Chu County nearby. Yes, stagnant chi flow make a place, make so many lives go wrong.
Perhaps.
Maybe. Plants die, water turns foul, animal leaves. A lot can happen, but we need to see for ourselves. Many things can change a town's fortune. Ever since I came down the mountain, I've tried to right wrongs. Fight when I see injustice, I even exposed a few cheats along the way. While Mungo Wang forced low prices and exploited the townspeople, I argued with him. Jiangshi Li deceived his patients by selling incense ash as elixirs. I caught him out. And Zhao, head of the armed escort, and his men bullied the merchants, so I fought him too.
But...
Nothing seems to have changed. Maybe I just don't know enough yet. Oh, like you, even better than you. That wouldn't change anything. You have a good heart, Pip, and your mind is in the right place. But there are some things no one person can do. Great scales can make a dead tree sprout and a flower bloom for 100 years.
But...
No one can return to a spring that has already passed. All things flow as they will. People Heron suddenly tilts her head, listening to something in the near distance. Then she smiles.
Never mind.
Forget it. Let's just focus on what's in front of us. Listen, do you hear water? To be continued. This is mine now. Depending on when I end this, I might do the guy's character story as well. Maybe. Because I've only been streaming for an hour and we're more than halfway there. Kill People Swallow is amazing. Or what I might do is I might stream a little bit of showdown in Chinatown today, and then finish the rest, I don't know, tomorrow or something. Because that shit is gonna end in like 2 days and I guess now 7 hours. So it's like, oh, I need to finish this Wii 1 event fast. I did not expect it. I did not expect to see that when I booted up the game. In my defense, though, well, not my defense. In the game's defense, though, my ass has not booted up with us in 10 days. Oops. Paper Swallow is amazing. They released the East part? Looks nothing like I remember. Now, it's no fault of the game. It's not like, oh, I got bored with the game or anything. No, I just forgot about the game. Like, just... Because, like, I've been playing... I haven't bought a Morning Men's, but that's more or less on purpose, because I'm just like, I don't wanna... play Morning Men's and get the urge to play story mode whenever I boot it up. So it's like, when I have the... So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pull back on that game a little bit on purpose, just so like every time I boot up the game, well, it's always for a stream. And with this game, I completely forgot just the fact that there was an event running. So I was like, oh shit. The same thing happened with Uma as well. I completely forgot to boot up the game for Uma Musume, and I was like, shit. Oops. The curse of having multiple gotchas, you just forget. Very different from the town too. Foster clings to the trees near the water, barring signs of life or greenery. Ahead, the river moves slowly, cutting its path through straight stretches of dry grass and sandbars. Near the door of a tall worn house, an old man with white hair and a beard stares at one of the dead trees. I'm just thinking the same thing. What do you... Suddenly, the mule lifts its head and brays. Then, without warning, it charges forward. Don't be so impatient. You're back. And tell you to accompany this nice young lady. The mule stops beside the old man. Seems more comfortable here with you. I only want to do the right thing, sir. No need to give me anything in return. No, what would an old man like me do with a mule anyhow? You're a strong, good fellow, aren't you, boy? Be wasted with me, don't you think?
I see.
I know, I'll miss you too. But this is for the best. Once many people passed through here, I made enough to feed you back then. But now, well, I'm sorry, I can't anymore. He gently strokes the mule's ear and sighs. Look at me, going on about a mule. What brings you back so soon? You can rest assured, sir, help has arrived. This is Paper Heron. I may have lacked skills to finish what I started, but I'm certain that she will be able to help. Paper Heron smiles at the old man and glances thoughtfully at the dead apricot tree nearby. Think we come to the right place. Oh, don't trouble yourself. The good days are long gone. They're not coming back. Madam, I apologize for getting you involved in this nonsense. Not nonsense. There's a strong wind in the air. You'll just stay, please. Come inside to talk. Because the mule is immortal, do you think that Goku will want to fight it? I'm not entirely sure. I know for a fact Frieza would. Because Frieza will be pissed that a fucking mule got immortality before him. Not much, but you're welcome here. White light streams from the window, making the time-worn carvings difficult to see. Inside, the furniture is fine but old, lending the room a solemn air. Alright, well, he's making tea, let's speak frankly. But I'm not frankly. I'm people Heron. About what exactly?
Heron.
The old man doesn't understand what's going on. How can he? But we both know this place is suffering from chi stagnation. On the way here, do you notice anything unusual? Now that you mention it, yes, there were a few oddities in the world. Such as? Let's see, I got woken up by fights, had my kick stolen by a mule, and spent most of the trip wandering around lost. Quite a peculiar turn of events, wouldn't you say? Not that kind of unusual, I'm talking about the chi flow.
I have a vague memory.
Is it true that this was once a busy ferry crossing? You remember that old ferry now? No man hobbled over the pair of coarse porcelain bows filled to the brim with strong tea. Get them on the table, it's like here worn and patchy but its surface clean.
Please.
There's a local blend. When the ferry thrived, even the people who loved it. Can't quite compare to the fancy tea folks before now, but it will certainly quench your thirst.
That's all right.
Nicely, really. I'm not picky. Smiling, she takes a generous sip. Tea is good. Better than most I've tried. Pip, you must really take a sip. You know, I've never been a tea person. Pip holds a warm bowl in her hands, but her focus remains anywhere else. Oh, does she not like it? She hesitates, then leans forward, looking at her companion across from her.
Heron.
Now you know more than you're letting on. Please, just tell me the truth. You think Town went downhill because there's something wrong with the chi here? I hope it's not the old man's fault. Outside the window, a deadly pause in silence.
Not quite.
No. No.
Indeed.
She hears blocked that much is sudden, but you can't pin a whole town's bad luck on just that. Alright, I said before, there could be many reasons for what's happening here. It could be the shifting of trade routes or simply a turning of the human heart.
Well,
In the
everything
end,
has its season.
not everything comes from magic and sorcery, nor can it be fixed by them.
Yes.
She's right. Don't understand you like two of you seem to. But the new trade routes have opened all go to Jew County as a ferry and town fell silent. That's how things are. Please excuse her, madam. She's young and her heart is in the right place. She believes everything must have a reason, a solution. So it's not the chi?
But
I never said it wasn't. Stagnant chi flows do pose a bit of a problem. Heron pauses for a moment in thought before changing the topic of conversation to a more optimistic motif.
I think...
Spring comes upon her with a tree. True, can I bring spring back? Make an old tree bloom again? That I can do. Used to be a local custom to plant trees here, back when the ferry still ran. For those returning, the sight of a tree standing guard was how we knew we were home, even before the ferry docked. My family have lived by the ferry for generations. This apricot tree was planted by my ancestors. It's a reminder of home. Many generations have lived under its shade. My grandfather stood under this tree when he sent my father off to walk on the water. My father stood under it to see me being pushed off for the first time, and every time we returned home, the tree was the first thing we saw. Now the fairy is there. Not if I think the fairy, this tree, and I are all too old.
Nice.
Like, if it could bloom again, it would grant this old man his dearest wish. People head on tilts her head and thought, a wide smile forming on her lips. A small flourish, she conjures a red paper cut May blossom. It drifts down to settle on the worn table. To be continued. Fuck. This is like the most difficult thing I've ever done in a gacha game. Shit. Fuck. Yippee! Alright, well, we're almost done. Just 6, 7, 8 stages. Oh, speaking of gacha. So, let me actually make sure real quick. Alright, so next Wednesday, I believe, around that time, as Rank Billy is going to be released. And that's probably when I'll be streaming Zenless. A, try and get Billy, B, try and get Orphe, C, try to finish Deadly Salt and Shiyu. I've been like practicing a bit on Deadly Salt because I saw the complaints about the buffs, and I was like, oh yeah, these buffs suck. It's not that the buffs themselves are bad, it's the fact of how like extremely specific they are. Like there's like one buff that is just a straight up purely only for S-Rank Billy, and that's it, no one else. It's like two, and there's also two bosses that are anomaly, and the third one is like, okay, the third one is technically attack / rupture, but the problem is that the 3 buffs are for 2 anomaly and 1 I guess in this case S-Rank Billy. So like no attack units get any buffs, and even any like physical units like Yesh and Gong, for example, against the Thor will like get very little buffs from that one S-Rank Billy buff, I guess it is. And then like the other one is like a basically a Promia buff. It's like aimed towards Promia, but technically I believe Miyabi and Vivian can use it, because I need to see the buff again, but I'm pretty sure it matches a Bloom, which is what Vivian has. Oh, well, Vivian and Bernice and some other units, but like basically Miyabi and Vivian. And the third one is Vesper. But the third buff is just like your standard anomaly buff. Just like, okay, cool, whatever. So it's like, shit. This rotation sucks. Like, it's doable, but it's like, damn, these buffs are ass. So it's like, okay, you gotta figure out a way to do Deadly Assault while using not as much Void Hunters as possible. The problem is, if I were to do it now, if I were to do Deadly Assault now, I would be using 2 Void Hunters, Miyabi and Yeshen Guang. And I'm trying not to rely on the Void Hunters too much, which is why I'm still having difficulty with Shiyu, because if I had switched off, let's say zombie, for Yesha Gong, I probably would have already finished you already. But it's like I want to use as little void hunters as possible. So I'm like, okay, Miyabi is the only void hunter I'm gonna be using, and this current rotation of Shiyu, and maybe this next deadliest, and maybe the current deadliest slot as well. I still need to like test things out with other characters, and if I can do Shiyu, this would be like the first time since the beginning of the new version of Shiyu where I have not had to use like 2 or more void hunters. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm just like, okay, I need, for the zombie team, I think I need Orphe on that team. The problem, I don't have her, but she's coming with S-Rank Billy. Her wee one is with S-Rank Billy. So I'm like, shit. This is gonna be hard as fuck because I want to get both of them. And if I can, Billy's engine. That one I'm not like, oh, I need his engine. It's like, if I have enough polychromes, then sure, I'll try to go for the engine. But I'll have to get extremely lucky on both of them. Because, I am guaranteed to get either S-Rank Billy or Orphe, depending on which one I want to pull. Because I felt the 50-50 on Promia. So, it's like, okay, I can at least guarantee one of them. But, no, to get all 3, so much will have to go right for me. I'll need to get both Billy and Orphe super early. And for one of them, I have to make sure I win the 50-50. For me to actually start trying to pull for Billy's engine. And at that point, I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I don't think it'll be possible. Because I'm also wanting to say polychromes for the 3.0 character. Who, to my knowledge, is not a void hunter. Or at the very least, not void hunter rank. To my knowledge. Because like technically Yishrin isn't a void hunter, but she's all a void hunter but name. She's literally the only reason why she's literally not is because she simply rejected the title. So to me she's a void hunter. South of a distant past. So yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can get I might try to get Orphe Force. And then go for S-Rank Billy. But we'll see. Where's the tea? I need a hand. The last of the cargo is loaded and the bustle at the ferry terminal fades into a murmur. Sunset dances an apricot tree shard on the water while a white board glides over its golden surface. This is the place with cheese stagnation. Seems normal to me. I was expecting crumbled mountains and barren earth. No wonder Manta's mad at you. Only heard what you want to hear. He's just like me for real. We're just grabbing the curiosity when laundry awakens. Cheese stagnation is totally different. That's right, I remember now. A place suffering cheese stagnation is effectively sealed shut. Nothing in it changes, grows, or dies, right? Close, but not quite. To seal away chi altogether will require a very powerful artifact. Like Master Sword? Oh, and I'm always drawn to the most peculiar things.
But
More often, the life force in such places quietly fades away. You might not notice it at first, but over time, this decay becomes evident. That sounds serious. It could be major or minor. A mountain might collapse, or a small patch of grass might wither. No one can predict what will happen until the signs appear.
I see.
The whole town could suffer a serious disaster. Or just... Glances up at the apricot tree she leans against. this apricot tree here might not bloom again.
Yes.
Yes, either way we should act before any trouble arises. Better to be safe than sorry. What I can gather, there are traces of Lonju's last awakening still lingering here. The blood tree is still partially blocked. Nothing too serious, but it's hard to rid of it for good. Only cleansing now and then. Really? That's great. So go do it. I mean, good. Yes, I can help whenever you want to come down the mountain.
But
Any thoughts though when you'll be coming down next? Yodel Dowes looks at her, amused.
I think.
I'd say about 200 years from now, give or take a decade.
Heron.
But then you'll be able to travel on your own. You won't need to follow me.
200 years?
Give or take a decade. Hold on now. 200 years ago, it was wild land, you know. No one lived here. Now it's a public ferries and traders busying its waters. Who knows what it would be like in another 200 years?
Everything we see.
The water and fuel will remain, but the sights will surely change. A whiff of breeze blows along the water's edge, knocking a few white and pink petals from the branches. Maple Heron catches one, holding it up to examine its dry, yellowed edge. Letting it fall to the ground, she turns her gaze to the treetop.
200 years.
This tree could grow to be as tall as the May tree at our school.
Perhaps.
If it's lucky, no axe cuts it down, or if no disaster strikes. Oh, in 200 years it could be forgotten. Well, I think we might have lost the 50-50 on that one. I thought you'd be disappointed once you learned we're just saving one tree. I made a promise to the old man to help, and I will. Besides, saving a tree is a good thing.
But
Where do we start? The ghost stood up at the long barren tree, unsure of how to proceed. Maybe we call the Lorax? I did some investigating on my own. Killing the tree won't be the only difficulty. There's also an enchantment placed here by an immortal.
I think...
This immortal sought the problem and placed the enchantment to clear the chi. However, but over 100 years have passed. The enchantment has decayed, letting the chi stagnate once more.
But...
How am I supposed to fix an immortal's work? People hands
That's
just like, interesting. I know how. You do?
Well...
Intricate as the enchantment may be, it is no immortal skill, just a common ritual for my school. I've seen it many times since I was a youth.
That's right.
You didn't mention much about it on the way here. What's it like? The master got mad at me because I wanted to sell cakes. It's in Wanzhou, but we keep our stuff up in the mountains, so you may not have heard of it. Sounds like a nice place to learn and grow your skills, away from the ward. Not exactly. My master once said that
have their time.
in the old days, I seen oranges in the mountains, so he's even a tell of a sage asking the head of our school for guidance. That was long ago. No sect lasts forever. As for the students, you must all be skilled cultivators of chi, like you. Sure. Yes and no. Each of us walked a different path. I was the last to join, see, and I've always been a bit of a handful, though they all cared for me. The Liang was impatient and quick-tempered, always training the sword. He didn't quite fit the image of a master, more like a storybook villain. He ventured down the mountain more than anyone, loved meddling in other people's affairs. But San hardly spoke, choosing only to read the Taoist text over and over. He had the appearance of a master, but he loved to lecture and scold people. And when he did speak, his words were often so fancy that I sometimes think even he didn't know what he was talking about. I thought I seen your sister at school. We were the closest. I was about to say, I'm noticing a severe lack of Paul Finch. She was kind. Master liked her. And when there was trouble, we went directly to her. And Master was going to point someone, we asked her to intervene.
But
Didn't quite fit the image of our master either. Masters and tails are always ill-tempered, but not her. Gee. Another river breeze ripples the face of the water, and several dead leaves float down from a bare branch.
Heron,
People Heron seems totally lost in the branches of the apricot tree. I was lost in thought. Now, disenchantment. Not one I have studied formally, but it's common of knowledge in school. Didn't prove too difficult. People Heron puts two fingers together, taking a shallow breath and releases. White chi swirling at her fingertips.
灌气冥素，沉动开微。
The flow of chi, the mind opens wide. She draws a complex sign in the air, one paper has never seen before nor understands, then points towards the tree. Now! A clear wind carrying withered grass sweeps over the treetops. She seems surprised. Like,
that's right.
I think he said it wasn't difficult to fix, but I was hoping there'd be more of a chill. No, more pizzazz, you know? Well, as you said, fixing it wasn't hard. People Heron lets out a slightly awkward cough.
But
By my efforts, a problem still remains. Things are a little different from what I thought. I have to think of another solution. A little different?
about that,
Just a little. The enchantment is indeed from my school, yes, but the way to fix it, I'll have to think on that.
I think.
The enchantment is simple but elegant. Fix it, I need to get chi using the same method employed when it was first cast. The enchantment is feeble. If I use too much power, I'll destroy it. One wrong move and it's gone. Need to be very careful. Wait a moment. Heron passes mid-cast. She moves closer to the tree and taps its trunk hesitantly.
It.
Feels familiar. Feels like my senior sister's work. Then it should be easier to solve, right? I'm not entirely sure. Pip looks at people Heron confused, please don't look back. Instead, her gaze is fixed on a similarly benign tree trunk, lost deep in thought. Lost in thoughts all alone, maybe? Maybe you often came down the mountain with your seniors. Perhaps you came here with your senior sister before.
Perhaps.
Perhaps that's so. Once you said, it sounds like you were close.
Indeed.
We were. Yes, we were. Since you know the castle so well, you must be familiar with her habits and style.
I don't remember.
I have little memory of what happened back then. I see. Pip taps her chin with her forefinger, digging as she circles twice around the tree.
Heron.
I have another idea. Ritual with your senior sister, so the keys to mimic her style. Wouldn't the easiest way be to ask her? About that. At first I was stuck, so I came to you, but now you're unsure too. The only route left is to follow to find the original caster. He speaks honestly, growing more confident with each spoken word.
Yes, that's right.
It's already been gone for a while, meaning we'll miss the spring's blossoming season. But as long as we resolve the cheese stagnation, we can come back next year. Finding her might be difficult. I'm going to assume on the fact that she's dead. Is she traveling? In seclusion? Doesn't matter, you're from the same school. Must have a way to reach her. A way to reach her. It is possible, but I never learned how to summon the spirits. Yeah, on the account that she's dead. Summon the spirit?
You mean to say...
She's no longer with us. The hand she held. Give me them clear jobs, nom nom. Is that it? People had on senior sister sheets her soul with practice ease.
Heron,
Stop staring, it's not a difficult spell. The way you wove the enchantment was impressive. Can you teach me? You haven't been with us long enough to understand our school's core teachings. Even if you learn the forms, there'll be little more than empty poses, and you'll be unable to cleanse the chi.
I think
Your natural talent in 10 years or so, you'll build a solid enough foundation that weaving this enchantment will come easily.
But...
If I need to use it before then. The Janita Rises come find me, on another senior student or even master himself.
And...
If I'm all out alone and can't reach anyone? Orphan shakes her head and chuckles. You're just asking questions, so I say give it a try, aren't you? There's so many new things to explore, one would think you'd be content enough as it is. Have patience, sister. 10 years is a short time. All our master's teaching, and I promise you your time will come. 10 years is a short time? That's over 3,000 mornings and evening classes. Over 3,000 recitals of the scripture of the Big Dipper.
you're still young.
So young, so impatient. 10 years may feel long now, but someday you'll look back and see it all as just a moment. Later, sure, but later isn't here yet. Right now it's forever away.
Heron,
My
in
assassin
the
told you.
future,
I haven't told you yet, but he intends to pass it to longevity sorts you. Longevity. Do you know what that means? Truly means. Our school's practice already extend our lives to be longer than most, and you, with your natural talent and mind so ready to grasp the core teachings, are a rarity.
you have more time than any of us.
Well, that your affair will be longer than any of ours. Only mine? What about the rest of you?
Heron?
Are you alright? This is my fault, and I suggested. Under the apricot tree, Pepper Heron opens her eyes, the here and now slowly coming back into puzzling focus. I'm fine, but you seem off. Been walking circles around me for a while. You haven't moved for some time. Just stood there with your eyes closed. Did something remind you of your past? I was thinking about it. I was thinking about the enchantment and the memory surface. That's all. I didn't mean to worry you.
I think...
Are you suddenly alright? You seem a little sad. Do I I was trying to think of a way to solve our problem here. I want to remember something from back then that could help us, but relying on my memory is, well, unreliable at best.
Indeed.
But you're right, things you remind me of forever ago.
Well now, what to do?
To think about what kind of person Finch... No, I don't think that would help. To focus on how she set the enchantment back then. Maybe Heron places her palm on the dried trunk and closes her eyes once more. Are we gonna have to do the thing? The minigame? Oh, I guess not. Some things in this world follow the great cycle of the way. The turning of the seasons, the gifts of nature, and the rise and fall of a town. So, back in university, I took Asian philosophy an Asian philosophy class because it was required for my degree. And so we were taught of many different. Taoism was one of them. Most of the philosophies we were taught, I more or less completely understood. I couldn't wrap my head around the way. Like I was just like, when we had that section, I was just like, okay, I am just gonna try and just get a good enough grade in this part of the during this part of the semester. Other things hold the vastness of the world within our minute form, like the color of apricot flowers, a spring breeze, and a simple spell cast by a hand gesture. I need to see if I actually have my old notes from that class because I didn't really throw away any of my old notes. I don't know why. I just never did. So I need to see if I still have them somewhere, and see if I could like remember some stuff, like holding a familiar hand.
I found her.
A slight gasp escapes paper Heron's lips as she reaches within herself to hold that hand. She always wore the arcane techniques with more precision than others. But natural talent was nothing special, she just had to rely on arcane techniques. She left space for future adjustments to the chi. I can feel it, hidden in plain sight. She was the most reliable one, so she was entrusted with managing the school's affairs. She was also skilled in setting the flow of chi. A peer of the most observant, most caring kind. Finch. I want to remember more about you. Oh shit. This is chat, we may be screwed here. Hey, I just gotta take it slow. Just take it slow. And just bring it around town. Oh fuck, I think I messed up there. Oh, I definitely fucked up there. Shit. Please don't kind of wrong for me. Please don't kind of wrong against me. Also, chat. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing a watch party because there's 2 Smash tournaments going on this weekend, and both top 8, I'm pretty sure happened at the exact same time. So I was like, oh, cool. I probably won't. Well, we'll see how I feel on Sunday. Success! Pip stares at a patch of dead grass by her feet, lost in thought. Lost in thoughts all alone? The mule approaches and nibbles at the roots. She strokes its ear, her mind elsewhere. You also think she seems sad, don't you? It's all my fault. Let me go back. I apologize. I'll apologize properly to the elder. It's the least I can do, right?
I think.
In the worst case, we'll figure out another method out of. We'll figure out another method somewhere else. Petal falls on the withered grass. Pip looks up, her eyes wide in disbelief. We did it, chat. The sea of dead grass shifts from grey yellow to tender green, and in the center, the dying apricot tree bursts into life. Great clusters of apricot blossoms way down the branches like a waterfall of flowers. Petals, light and thin, drift on the gentle breeze like soft snow, vanishing the instant they land. Pip clears a petal in the palm of her hand, feels alive, moist, and full.
Oh.
Flowers? A strangeness unlike anything that has come before. Never have there never been so many flowers at once. It's as if the apricot flowers of the last 200 years have come into bloom all at once. Under the tree, Paper Heron rests her hand against the tree's gnarled trunk. Her white jade sword is drawn in her other hand, its white chi wrapping around her.
What?
What is
What
this?
is this?
She has good fortune. Its chi wasn't fully cut off, see? Once the floor cleared, all the life stored over the years burst forth. Paper Heron gazes up at the tree full of flowers, her expression hidden. It's beautiful.
Heron.
But you found a way to fix it.
Not quite.
Not exactly.
But
I destroyed the old enchantment. Why? You did? Why? Why did I think of something so simple? No, I couldn't even see how the chi flowed.
Heron.
Even the idea has struck me, I wouldn't have known where to start. Heron, you're amazing! You shouldn't doubt yourself. Like I said, the enchantment wasn't complex.
But
It's just this may have been the last thing she left in this world.
You mean to say.
The last thing she left? She blankly parrots the words, her voice absent of the original meaning.
it was her.
Yes, this was my senior sister's work.
Why's that?
And you just destroyed it?
About that.
The enchantment needed mending, reweaving every 200 years. There's no one left who knows how. Even if we kept it, they would have faded over time.
Not to worry.
You needn't worry, I used my school sword to let the chi flow white again. Even without anyone to tend it, there should be no more trouble.
You mean to say.
The chi here will never stagnate again? Exactly. And is the old enchantment gone forever? No trace remains? Pearls drift down, landing on Pip's hair and shoulders and in Paper Heron's open hand.
Yes. Nothing at all.
be continued. Alright. Up. Oops. Wrong button. There you are.
Nice.
The flowers, they're really blooming. This calls for a celebration. I'll head into town and buy some wine for us, the real good stuff. You just put right here. There's no need to go to all that trouble. We had all this time for it to bloom, only you take off the moment it does. Can you believe it? I mean,
Don't worry.
so what? We have nothing but time ahead. I was gonna say, like, it will still be blooming by the time he comes back. Unless he somehow takes a really bad turn. It's just a buffer whisper.
But
He's nearly 80 years old. He does not look 80 in this portrait. Did you say something? Nothing. Never mind. I think the sun will set soon. Never mind. We as well. It's so shiny. His ass does not look 80 in his portrait. He looks like 60, maybe. People Heron stretches out on the revived grass, and Pepsi seat beside her.
Heron,
But where will you go after this?
no idea.
I'm not sure. I left Malice and Wancho with a friend, so after this time I explore somewhere new. And you?
I think
Maybe I'll go home. I still have a lot to learn. Actually, I slipped away without telling anyone. Oh, her ass is in trouble. Suspected as much. You're too young to be out here alone. Your family must be worried about you. Soft blades of grass pressed against people's Heron's fingertips, a sign that they're still growing.
Heron,
I have another question. Go ahead. Have you lived a long time? Define long. Should I call you aunt? The things you mentioned on the way here, the Eastport being busy once, so all from the past. The story of the immortal and Wanjo dates back nearly 200 years.
sorry.
It's alright if you don't want to talk about it. What could I ask? She's extremely smart. You're asking too many questions, Pip. Mods, crush your skull. The wind pushes against people's hands' hair. That's quite alright.
you're
Yes,
certainly sharp.
it's true. Nothing much gets past you.
But
I didn't intend to. It's hard to explain. Just taking me like the old man's tree. I too have suffered a long illness. What does it feel like to live for so long? Well, actually, who is Unk in the reverse cast? Doesn't feel so special when you're ill for a long time. You won't forget what it's like to be well.
Why's that?
I call it an illness. Many people dream of living long lives. Even stories that with the Taoist thought. I feel like Enigma's definitely one of them. I could definitely see him being called an Unk. Didn't believe everything you read in stories. And from what books, pray tell, did you find this information? Legend of the Getty and the White Horse Immortal, a Telemaster and 3 Years of Strange Dreams, a collection. Is this not the character? Okay, it actually might be him. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the bird character I have. This is just a strange coincidence.
I have a vague memory.
So Legend of Gideon is still popular, even after 200 years? I remember a story about the mortals taking the way from the Gitchin clan. He descends the mountain only to discover that 1,000 years have passed. Those stories talk of immortals desiring the mortal world or mortals yearning for the immortal realm. At the core, they describe what one cannot attain. My senior sister once said that as a person ages, time seems to speed up. I didn't argue then, but deep down I disagreed. When you're young, the blooming and fading of flowers mark a season. That time doesn't change even decades later. Flowers still bloom, seasons still pass. Everything feels just as it did. But now, I see she was right. The first 10 years feel slow, but the next 10 are easier to endure.
All things pass in time.
After that, the days just pass, one after another. Pip gazes at the sky. I don't quite understand. Aren't you like what? Like, oh, oh, never mind. There's a 17th spring. I was gonna say, aren't you like 14? No, okay, no, she's 17. But still. You're,
How many springs have you seen?
you're young as fuck. Of course you would understand.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. You suddenly ask tricky questions. Not far away, the mule lifts his head, braying and running off and spots something. I'll go get it.
We're in no hurry.
No need to rush, eh? It won't get far.
But
Yo, what's the old man in all this? Is he still trying to buy the wine? It's likely known to this area better than us. He'll come back if he wishes it. No, I made a promise. I have to keep it. What promise? We met today. I said I will help you anytime you needed it. Wasn't sure how and when I would give it, but hey, at the very least, I can fetch your mule.
My mule?
My mule? She looks up, surprised, popping herself on her elbow to better see Pip. Gosh darn, wasn't that first? Back in my day. Every time I say something old, I'm just gonna bring up this song. Right.
yes, that's right.
The mule should go to the one who fixed the chi flow. No, to the one who saved the tree. So it belongs to you now. I was supposed to give me a companion on my travels. So that's how she gets the mule. It's a slow thing, but not as though you're in a hurry. The sound the mule steps go quite away each passing second. I should go check on it.
I'll be right back.
Best be quick then.
So that's how she gets it. Lays her head back down. I always figured she just got it, like, until this story. Wrestling the grass cries and the way the sunlight feels warm on her skin, long before she closes her eyes and drifts off to sleep. I do feel sad that this is basically the last time they ever see each other. Cause like, right after this, the event happens. The year went down the mountain with Finch. I was 17 then too, I think. Oh, at the very least, I don't know if it happens like right after, but it does happen after this. So like, more than likely, that was the first and only time they saw each other again. They saw each other. I stopped with them the brush process for attention. You're back. Where's Pip? He pressed the mule's neck affectionately. The mule ignores her, instead shaking his ears, walking off to the tree to munch on the new grass. Good timing. You can help me think.
How many springs?
At least 2. No, I want to say 6. Maybe 7. The same spring breeze blows, the same vitalized grass sways, and the mule gets no answer. Is it 200 springs? 20? 1? 21? Or has she lost all her springs? Well then go get them. The fuck?
I see.
I thought long and hard on the matter yesterday. Please don't be too harsh with her. We will all leave one day.
In the future.
And when she does, she will walk a long, lonely road.
Don't make her loneliness any heavier to bear.
Oops. I need my gun emote. Whoa, fun fact! For just $5.99, if you subscribe to twitch.tv/Adagio I happen to have a gun emote. Smile. Alright, let's do my survey. Whole survey. Yes, chat, I'm sorry to tell you, I'm actually paperhead on this entire time. That doesn't mind me. There's a manga where like it was an Asian philosopher, I forgot who, ends up becoming a VTuber, I feel like, or like a streamer, something like that. Yeah, VTuber Confucius. The sage Confucius' beloved disciple Yan Yui finds the lost in the forest and is really trying to work to the present day. Unwavering is put in his mission to promote Confucianism, face a challenge for a drastically changed world where hardly anyone listens to the words of an old man. He decides to become a VTuber. But I really want to fairy, but I'm just like, you know what? If I'll just get her when I get her. I'm not gonna pull on any banner that like features her.
Don't take it on step. It's got your back.
I have no idea what happened, but I'm not complaining.
Let me think on it.
Relax. Hold your breath. Crickets and fireworks!
Alright. Let's see how.
No way. More you shoe.
Let's see what happens.
Don't resist. Let me help. Please. Stop.
I'm impressed.
Dangerous.
Ow.
No matter, no matter.
I say in pride.
Don't take it on step. Nakiyarka, Ichikla. Or maybe take a deep breath.
Ah, an interest.
No worries.
Copy that.
There we go.
Crickets and fireworks.
I couldn't tell whether or not he was attacking, so I'm just like, you know what? Let me at least do this enemy because I know he's attacking twice. Damn.
It won't last. Don't take it on step. I've got your back. Need some peaceful moments. Hold your breath, relax. Or maybe take a deep breath. No worries.
I want to see how strong this gets.
Thank you for your cooperation. The stars are just out of reach. Thank you for your cooperation.
That's why I wasn't really worried about any of them. Like here comes like, yeah, they're gonna die by the end of this turn. I'm chilling.
I've got your back. Don't take it on step. Have a wonderful journey.
Let's do a
Or
buff here.
maybe take a deep breath. Let me think on it. Hold your breath. Даже далеко в космосе. Все равно здесь, со мной. Так ярко и тепло.
You know, I just clicked the all without thinking what it did. I mean, I'm sure there's something good. It's fucking odd, but I'm just like, wait. Poor dude's getting his ass beat. Fight back. No, I meant you fight back, not your little minions.
Don't take it on step. I've got your back. Or maybe take... Let me think on it. Copy that! An interesting one.
Alright,
Так ярко и тепло.
push those jams.
骑士好还 what a bloom. Thunder to me! Rise.
God, the gem actually crushed, Jesus. Alright. I feel so sorry for these two. Because, like,
Don't take it on step.
look at this.
Touch is the way.
check. 好先子 check.
An interesting one. Touch is the way. Need some peaceful moments.
朱古力 check. 好先子 check.
And that's that. Heaven and earth are one within me.
Damn. I actually really like how that looked.
陰森森，黑麻麻，反得是明是暗，真係好得人驚啊！
I've got your back. Так ярко и тепло.
Easy 啦
Hold your breath.
，copy that.
If it
An
lives
interesting
after this turn, I'm be shocked.
Crickets and fireworks.
But only for an instant.
Thunder Talisman Scientific Version.
天道对反，骑士好还。
There you go.
저 바즐인가?
Wait, oh, I was like, wait, I forgot about the reward for this. All right. Oh. Yeah, I gotta like get back into actually playing this game daily, cause oof. My fault. What's the summoning place? Guang. I don't think I need him. Like I actually have no idea. Follow-up attack? I don't think I have enough to make a team on that. I judgy check. Oh shit! I don't have a. I believe she's poison, right? No, she's not. Is she poison? No. No, I don't think she is. But I don't think I need her as well. Thank you for Liang Wei. Okay, thank you. I don't have her. I don't have her either. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to skip. I think I'm gonna have to skip him, sadly. I'm just like, oh yeah, you know what? I forgot I had her.
Aha! Welcome to Conjira's whatever this is. 10 rupees for ticket. Thank you.
I forgot I had her.
Please
'Cause,
watch
like-
your step. Books are everywhere. And if you step on them, that hurts me.
Mods, whoever stepped on her books, crushed her gems. Like I didn't need Marcus, but I really liked Marcus during the I guess Hyperion arc, which is why I got her. So I'm just like, you know, I think Isolde needs her girlfriend, but I think I might just wait until I get her eventually. And I'm just like, I'll just wait. But yeah, sure. I might do this tomorrow. Because I've been wanting to do this. Because it was like one of the only Wii ones I... Oh, well, not the Wii ones. One of the only events I haven't done yet. And... someone told me. It may have been Echo. It may have been Echo. Told me that they were supposed to run with like what 3.0, 3.1, and it just did it. So it's like, oh, that's weird. It's supposed to have it was supposed to have had a Wii one earlier, but it just didn't for whatever reason. So it's like, okay, I might as well just do this. I might do it tomorrow because. Where are you? He has 5 days left, which means I can take my time. I can do this Monday and be fine. But with this, I'm like, oh, 2 days left? Yeah, no, I gotta watch this shit. I gotta watch this. So I might do this tomorrow. Especially since most of the events are like... I don't know if they're about as long as the main story, but they're like long-ish. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be finishing Showdown in Chinatown in one stream, or like in like this stream. And that's for sure on another stream, which will probably be tomorrow. It will. Assuming that weather's fine, I haven't checked whether or not it's gonna be, if the weather's gonna be shit tomorrow, because originally I was gonna stream yesterday. I was gonna be streaming Paper Heron's character story yesterday, and and Cheng for today. And then I at that moment I didn't know about the showdown in Chinatown being event being rewound, but still I would have done that probably Saturday. But the weather was so bad that I just couldn't stream. Because typically when the weather's bad, my internet goes to shit. So it was like, yeah, I'm not risking it. So that's why I didn't stream yesterday. So assuming the weather's fine, I'll probably be streaming Showdown in Chinatown tomorrow, and then Monday we'll do Chang's character story. So yeah, that is going to be it for me. Thank you all for coming. Again, hopefully should nothing go wrong tomorrow, we'll stream Showdown in Chinatown. Monday we'll probably be streaming Chang's character story. The only reason why I'm saying probably is because depending on how fast I finish Showdown in Chinatown, we may just do both back to back. We'll see. I don't want to stream Sunday because Sunday there's two Smash tournaments, two Smash Ultimate tournaments going on, and they're happening at the exact same time. Or like top 8 is more than likely happening at the exact same time. So it's like great. I kind of want to watch both. Just to see like, well, they're planning on the top 8. I might want to watch both.
Wasn't sleeping.
So that's like the reason why I don't want to stream on Sunday. But if somehow top 8, if somehow I see the top 8 characters and it's just like a top 8 I don't want to watch, and at both tournaments, I'll just stream Chang's character story then. Like if I look up MomoCon's top 8 and see like 4 Steves, 2 Game & Watches, and like I don't know what, 2 Wobs, a Wob and a Sonic, I'm just like, and then I look at Comic Palooza's top 8, and it's like 2 Wobs, a Min, a Steve, 2 Sonics, and I'm trying to think of what other like quote unquote annoying character to watch is. And I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna stream with us. But we'll see. The chance of that happening at both tournaments is very low. So we'll see. But yeah. Wednesday we'll be streaming Zenless. Friday? I actually don't know what I'll be streaming Friday. Either Mortymen's or Library. One or the other. We'll see. Actually, I might stream. Plant isn't seen as like an annoying character. If anything, Plant is hype, but because of how god shit awful Plant is. Like, Plant is so bad, but he has one really good fucking move, which is Patootie. And he actually has some tech with that move. But yeah, Plant isn't seen as annoying. Some people do want to watch. One of the best players in the world, Spargo, actually has a plant. His plant can pop off. And some people actually want to see his plant in top 8. Are we ever going to see that at a serious competitive tournament, offline tournament? 99% no. Because he plays Cloud. His main is Cloud. He has an Aegis, another really good fucking sortie. He has a Woi, a really good fucking sortie. So like, he would much rather play those 3 before he even decides to play Plant in a serious top 8 offline tournament. If it was like one of the I was gonna call it Coinbox, but Coinbase doesn't sponsor that tournament anymore. Matchbox, I think it is. Hungry Box's online tournament. If it's like that, he might just go Plant just for the fuck. Just like fuck it, why not? But for like any serious online events, he like would probably never go Plant. Unless it's like somehow the one matchup where like Plant is actually good for him. Yeah. You're good. Yeah, the characters people usually get annoyed at to watch/play are like Steve, Min, Sonic, Sonic, Game & Watch, and to a certain extent, Wob. I feel like Wob is probably hated the least out of those four. But Wob do got some bullshit. But like, I feel like people hate those four the most compared to Wob. Pikachu was hated early on. Just because Pikachu is extremely fast and he's like more or less shit. So it's really hard to hit him. But Pikachu has more or less fallen off just because of like all of the characters that have came out via DLC are probably better than him, or at the very least aren't or probably better than him, or like maybe have good/even matchups into Pikachu. And the fact that the best player at that time, Esam, basically retired. He's like more of a content creator now, and like very rarely goes to tournaments nowadays. Shiny Mark is the new Pikachu, but to my knowledge, he also very rarely goes to tournaments. Who is worth Pika or Pichu? To fight against in the very beginning of Ultimate. It was Pichu.
I wasn't sleeping.
Unironically Pichu. And the reason why I'm saying unironically because in Melee, Pichu was dog shit. Like, one of those characters in the game. But in Ultimate, no, Pichu was like an actual fucking good top tier. Pichu for no reason hit like a fucking truck. His F tilt will kill you like supremely early. But when Joker came out, they also did some patch notes, and they fucking took Pichu out back and shot him. So after that, Pikachu was better, and still is better, because like I'm pretty sure they buffed Pichu, but nowhere near as to what he was back then. Back during 1.0. Nowhere near that. Because they nerfed some of his attacks, and they made him bigger. But they made Pichu bigger, so he had a bigger hitbox, so like easier to hit. But the problem became, I believe Pikachu was smaller than Pichu. If I remember correctly. So now Pikachu was like harder to hit. Yeah, basically. Unironically though, if they never nerfed Pichu would probably not be a top tier by now. High tier probably. Because of all the bullshit of DLC, but particularly the Fighter Pass 2. The Fighter Pass 2 was the bullshit one. Fighter Pass 1 was it was okay. The only annoying one was Joker and Terry. Well, a pre-patch Joker, because Joker, one of the main reasons people hated Joker back then was because of how fucking long Ascend was out. Like, I don't know how long. I don't remember off the top of my head how long Austin was out, but I would not be surprised if Austin lasted like an actual minute. Like it lasted fucking forever. But they nerfed it to he's gone now. He like they shortened his like time, I guess. So now he like goes away faster, and they shortened, and to get rid of Ascend, you had to like, if Joker had Ascend out, one of the ways to get him out faster was to beat up Joker, just keep railing on him. But it didn't do too much. It was still annoying because like even with that, Ascend was still out fucking forever. They increased like how much of the Ascend bar it took. When you beat him up. So now Joker's fine. Depending on who you ask, Terry is still bullshit. Like, Zen fucking hates Terry. I hate Terry on the simple fact that his gold meter lasts fucking forever. Because his comeback meter is called the gold meter. Once it hits 100, he gets it. And it allows him to do basically 2 of his specials. I mean, 2 of his supers from his games. The problem? It doesn't go away. And the only way for him to lose it is to just fucking take his stock. Is to kill him. And then you look at fucking Sephiroth. And it's like, why couldn't you have that, man? Why couldn't you have that? Cause with Sephiroth's One-Winged Angel, that shit has so many fucking like restrictions on it that it is the worst combat mechanic in the game. Because if I'm down 3 stocks to 1 and I get like I get One-Winged Angel a lot earlier than usual, and let's say I make the comeback, I take 2 stocks. 99% of the time, the moment I take your second stock, my ring is gone. So now there goes my comeback mechanic.
I wasn't sleeping.
So I was like, oh great. The only way now I'm just practically dead because it's fucking Sephiroth and it's framed it as pure dog shit. Compare that to Terry, where if he's down 3 stocks to 1 and he takes 2 stocks, so now they're both 1 stock even, he still has his gold meter, which means he could still kill you supremely early. So it's like, god fucking damn it. I'm convinced Sakurai made Sephiroth pure dog shit purely to despite Square Enix. Because Square Enix we almost didn't get the everyone is here thing with Ultimate purely because of Square Enix. It's I don't know if we ever said it, but it's been implied that Square Enix didn't, at the very least implied, that Square Enix didn't want Cloud as a base roster game. As a base roster character. They wanted Cloud to be DLC. And I guess Sakurai struck a deal and gave them 2 slots. Because Heron and Sephiroth. You took my only food, now I'm going to starve. Unironically, yes, because if Sephiroth had Terry's gold meter, if it works like gold meter, he would be, well, not so much better, but he won't be as bad as he'll be now. He still has a lot of problems, don't get me wrong, but at least his own comeback mechanic wouldn't be one of them. I could probably go on a rant on Sephiroth for like, I don't know about an entire stream, but at the very least 2 hours. Considering I secondary him. I was trying to think whether or not I wanted to say I core main or I secondary. Because I was like, well, I core main Zelda and Wolf. But I also play a lot of modern Sephiroth as well. To the point where that like I joked that like one of them was my tri main. Well, you know what? It's like secondary. I probably if I choose a third main, it'll probably be Moth. Like, and it's not because like oh Sephiroth's dog shit. It's just because I'm pretty sure I played more Moth than Sephiroth by the time I stopped playing. But yeah, thankfully, not every character had a comeback mechanic. Thank God Mimon doesn't have one. Steve technically has one. It's not officially a comeback mechanic. His diamond sword, or just diamond anything, but mostly his sword. His diamond weapons fucking hit like a truck for no reason. But the reason why I call it a comeback mechanic is because if you kill him, well, he still keeps his diamond. Like if he has diamond in his inventory, he still keeps it. Which is bullshit. And because when you come down from the angel platform, you're invisible. He could just either wander the table or bring the table to him and just mine the diamond. Next chatting with the next just chatting stream, you and your friends just complaining about your griefs with ultimates. talking shit about ultimate with Wolfringer, Zen, and like maybe Kyle. I know Kyle still plays from time to time, not as much, but he does like kind of play it a bit more, a lot more than me at least, a lot more than me. Like he plays it more than me. He plays it more than me at least. I could bring Wolf here, and I'm pretty sure me and Wolf could just fill a 4-hour stream. Because Wolf still plays it. Wolf still plays Ultimate. I don't. And so, like, I could just bring Wolf here and just leave. And Wolf could probably fill up the 4 hours alone. Yeah. I would say one grief I've always had with Ultimate. I don't know why they just did this, but like with certain characters, the buffs was never like, oh, we're making this.
I wasn't sleeping.
The only buffs they had were like, oh, we're making this kill move, which already kills really well, even better. Zelda was that with that. Almost all of her buffs was just like, this move kills earlier, this move kills earlier, this move kills earlier. And it was like, that's great and all, but that's hardly gonna mean shit because Zelda's framed as dog shit. Like, yeah, I can kill early, but the problem is my neutral is so awful, or like Zelda's neutral is so awful that it's like, when will she be able to kill? Like, they made her up air kill earlier, which that up air was already fucking good. I was already killing people super early with that move. So it's like, cool. That's awesome. You know what would have been really better? Making down tilt and up tilt reliable neutral options. Making Nair connect more. Making like, I don't know, jab combos a reliable thing to go with for Zelda. Like I would have preferred any of that compared to just like, oh yeah, up air kills earlier, phantom kills earlier, lightning kick kills earlier. And it's like, and they did that with several characters, not just Zelda, but Zelda is the one I remember the most because I main her. So it was like a cool, awesome. It was like that one gravity force beam. Wow, this is worthless. It's like I've never played Smash 4 at the very least, and I never played it competitively, but from my friends have told me, like Zen and Gabby who have played Smash 4, the Zelda's downhill was actually really good. And like it popped people up. Compared to like, I think, compared to Peach down tilt in Ultimate. It was more like that. And it was just like, if they brought that back, that would do so much for Zelda. If they had kept Phantom the way it was in Smash 4, where Phantom shows up in front of Zelda, that would do really well for her as well, because in Ultimate it appears behind her, which is enough, because some characters can just hit Zelda before she even sends the Phantom out, or before the Phantom gets even like fully charged. The Phantom just gets destroyed, and now the Zelda's on a cooldown. She could avoid that by learning Displace Phantom. Y'all have seen me do this as well. Like she like does a little hop while she hops back while charging Phantom, so the Phantom appears in front of her. it's hard to get down in the beginning, but once you do it, it's like it's just becomes second nature for you. But being able to just not have to worry about that as much will help us so much, because there was some matchups where it's like she needs to know to Space Phantom or else she's gonna suffer. So yeah, I could throw like me, Zen, Wolf, maybe Kyle, Zach for sure. We could all just complain about Ultimate for like a full 4-hour session easily. Like, that said, sometimes I do kind of get the itch to play again. Sometimes I just see Wolf, and I'm just like, I miss you. Like, Wolf the character, not Wolffinger. Sometimes I just see like Wolf the character in Smash, I'm just like, I miss you. I see mods in Smash, I'm just like, I miss you. I see Sephiroth, dog shit and all, and I'm just like, I miss you. Like, with Zelda, I actually do miss her, but like, a few weeks ago, I was playing Ultimate with Wolffinger, and I was playing Wolf, and I'm just like, I miss this. I miss Wolf, man.
I wasn't sleeping.
But yeah, that is going to be it for me. I've been just fucking like rambling about my grief with Ultimates for like what, 30 minutes maybe, probably even more. But listen, I played that game since launch. I stopped playing what, 2025, 2024, so like 6-7 years of playing that game non-stop. Yeah, I'm gonna have some complaints. It's like that one meme of like a Steam page, of like a Steam review that was like not worth it, or like it was like a thumbs down and it was like game sucks, or like not worth it or something like that, and it had like 5,000 hours of playtime. Like that. I think it also hurts because we're not getting any like patches nowadays. Like, we've stopped getting patches for years. I think 2021, 2022 was our last patch. So like, it's even more annoying because it's like, none of our problems is gonna be addressed. The only way it will be addressed is if they make like a Smash Ultimate Deluxe, I guess. There has been rumors of that, but I'm not putting any stock into that because I'm just like, it'll come out when it comes out. Like, oh, they're gonna make a new Smash Ultimate Deluxe for the Switch 2. I wouldn't necessarily be surprised about that, just because they've been doing that with Switch games. Like they did a Switch 2 version of Legends. They've done like Switch 2 versions of past Switch games. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did that with Ultimate. But I'm not putting any stock into that. I'm like, you know what? I'll see it when I see it. Kind of like how that one rumor of the Ocarina of Time remake. I'm like, you know what? I'll see it when I see it. Do I believe it? Eh? Like, just because, like, Nintendo loves Ocarina of Time, and I'm saying this as, like, an Ocarina of Time fan. I love Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask still better, but I love Ocarina of Time. But they fucking love Ocarina of Time. They've had, like, re-releases, since fucking forever. They had the one on the Zelda collection for the GameCube, the one that came with the Ocarina of Time GameCube version that came with Master Sword. They had, I guess if you want to count Wii Shop, I think they had it on the Wii Shop. There's a 3DS version. I never had the Wii U. I don't know if they had it on the Wii U shop. There's the Switch N64 console version. So it's like they fucking love Ocarina of Time. 5 fucking releases. And not even counting the original. So like, oh, they're making a remake or a remaster or whatever the fuck of Ocarina of Time. I'm like, yeah, I could see it. If it was any game, it was like, yeah, of course it would be Ocarina of Time. So like, I could kind of see it, but I'm not expecting it. Like, I'm not like putting all my stocks into that one. To my knowledge, on substantiated rumor. Everyone is home except for Lloyd. See, the problem is Lloyd had to be home in the first place. I am fully... Should there be a new Smash game or whatever, I'm just not gonna be expecting Lloyd. I'm like, his best chance was Smash 4, and he wasn't there.
I wasn't sleeping.
That was like his best. Technically, Brawl was, but Smash 4 was probably his other best chance, and he just wasn't there. So now in like a game, now after the Switch, I'm just like, oh yeah, his chances are shot. So I'm still hoping out for Skull Kid. I'm still holding out for Skull Kid. It helps that A, he's a Zelda character, and B, he's first party first of all, so like he's always gonna have a shot, no matter how slim. The only negative, he's a Zelda character, and Sakurai only cares about Link, Zelda, Ganon. If you're not Link, Zelda, Ganon, Sakurai don't give a single fuck about you. Because we could have had Wati. We could have had Girahim, we could have Skull Kid, we could have had I'm forgetting Tetra. Even though technically Zelda. But even if you don't want to count Tetra, we could have Midna. Like just Midna. Not even counting Wolfling, just her. Also, we could have had any of the champions in Breath of the Wild. We have so many characters to choose from for Zelda. Nope, Link, Zelda, Ganon. That's all we're getting. I heard we shot my head to hum the Me channel music. So yeah, as a Zelda fan, I'm a bit peeved about the Zelda whip in Smash. He was like, we have so many choices, and he just goes for the same old boring shit. And I'm saying this as someone who loves the Zelda series. I'm just like, oh, a new Zelda whip, who's it be? Oh, another thing, daring today, aren't we? I said I do find it funny that he skipped Skyward Sword Link. He was like, nope, try Princess. I want sexy Ganondorf in Smash Bros. You ain't getting sexy Ganondorf in Smash Bros. You're getting bootleg Falcon. You're getting bootleg Captain Falcon, and you'll be happy with it. That would piss me off the most, particularly with the Zelda whip, fucking Ganondorf. He made him as a semi-clone for Melee just because of the time constraints. Fair, I get it. Brawl comes around, he's still a semi-clone of Falcon. Smash 4 comes around, still a semi-clone of Falcon. And it's like, he had 17 years to fix Ganondorf, to properly represent him, and he just doesn't. And I know he said he doesn't want to change movesets too much because he wants people who plays the character previously to still play the character in the new version. But it's like, Captain Falcon has a fucking rival. He has 2 rivals in this series. Why not just use them? And just change Ganondorf to properly represent the King of Evil. Like, it wasn't until Ultimate where he finally got to use a fucking sword. Properly. In Smash 4, he had a taunt where he shows off the stage sword that he got. So yeah, I'm already expecting new Smash game comes around. We see Ganondorf, we see Tears of the Kingdom Ganondorf, and he fights just the same as always. So it's like, so yeah, as a Zelda fan, I do have some gripes. Another thing with Young Link came back in Ultimate. He hadn't had an appearance since Melee. Again, he's a semi-clone. Makes sense. Again, the time constraints make sense. You know, I'm not gonna complain. They could have anybody fights just the same as Link and Toon Link. They could have just made him use the mask. They made it to, so like in Smash 4 when Shulk came out, he did it, and I believe he didn't have the fucking dial on him. You have to like properly switch manually by pressing B multiple times. In Ultimate, they made it to a you hold B, a dial pops up, and you can see like any of the Monado odds that like he could use. They could have easily done that with Young Link, and they just didn't. They didn't even make his final Smash unique. They made it just the same as it always was previously with Link and Toon Link's final Smash. And it's like, they didn't even give him Fierce Deity, Matt. They didn't even give him Fierce Deity for his final Smash? Come on. River Joe would be a great addition in my opinion. It depends on how they make him, because like, again, you know, the power slow down and speed up time could be fucking annoying. But I love Beautiful Joe. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love that game growing up. He could potentially be annoying as fuck character to fight against. Whenever someone wants a fast character in Smash, I just look at Sonic. I'm just like, I don't know about that one. It's why, as much as I love Shadow, I'm dreading the fact of him being in Smash. Because it's like, not only would he just be just as fast as Sonic, he'll have a fucking gun. Which is like, he'll more likely have a gun. Or like some type, yeah, like a gun. I'm just like, oh, great. A fast character with a projectile. That's gonna be annoying to fight against. Because like, Sonic at least has to rush you down to do damage. He at least has to approach you. Shadow wouldn't have to. Shadow could just shoot you from afar, and anytime you try to get close to him, he runs away and just keeps shooting. So it's like, I love Shadow. I'm gonna be fucking dreading him in Smash if he ever gets confirmed as a character. I want, besides Lloyd, and Skull Kid, Phoenix. Phoenix has been one of my most requested since probably Smash 4. Yeah, Smash 4. I feel like it was probably around the time where I thought I wanted Phoenix. Maybe a bit earlier. But it's Lloyd's, Go Kid, and Phoenix. Those are like my main three that I want to smash. Jokingly, Hatsune Miku. Jokingly. Do I think she has a chance? No way. No way she has a chance. But if she ever comes out, I'm a Miku main day one. Day one Miku main. But yeah. That is going to be it for me. Thank you all for coming. Tomorrow I'll be doing the other characters. No. Tomorrow I'll do Showdown in Chinatown. Hopefully we can finish it relatively fast. I'm hoping it'll take at least 2 hours. More than likely it'll take 3 or 4. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah. I shall see. Assuming the weather's fine tomorrow, I shall see y'all tomorrow. If not, I'll try to see if I can do it Sunday. Because I do want to do Showdown in Chinatown before it ends. I do want to. So I'm going to try to do it during the weekend. If not Saturday, then Sunday. And then Monday we'll do the other character story. But yeah. That can be it for me. Thank you all for coming. It has to be Miku Miku Beam. Is it a Miku Miku Beam or something related to what is mine? One or the other. Because one of the only problems they have to like.
I wasn't sleeping.
More than likely they're gonna have to talk to the producers of those songs and be like, hey, can we use your song for whatever reason? You know? Like they're gonna talk to the producer of the Miku Miku of that song, what the Miku Miku Beam is from, and be like, hey, can we use the Miku Miku Beam thing for Miku and Smash? I don't know if they actually have to, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do have to actually like talk to them about it. But yeah. I shall see you all hopefully tomorrow, if not Sunday, with more Reverse, Showdown in Chinatown for sure, and then the character story on Monday. Alright, bye bye.